1. Is this portrait of King Charles the best AI can do? You must be kidding me. 2. Robot artist REDA unveils portrait of King Charles III at the UN. 1. Is this portrait of King Charles the best AI can do? You must be kidding me. Is this the pinnacle of what artificial intelligence can achieve in portraiture of King Charles? It's hard to believe. After 6 million years of human evolution and 50,000 years of artistic development, we now possess arguably the most advanced technological tool ever created by humanity, and this is the result? Seriously? I'm examining the algorithm King, a newly unveiled portrait of King Charles, crafted by RDA, who is hailed as the world's first ultra-realistic robot artist. However, the outcome is rather underwhelming. While it does bear a resemblance to the King, with those blue-green splashes symbolizing his environmental advocacy as if he were donning a Blue Planet badge, the overall impression is disappointingly derivative. This piece fits seamlessly into the realm of contemporary portraiture, which often demands a recognizable likeness but is then embellished with a few distinctive, gestural, handwritten, or calligraphic touches to give it a sense of vitality. It's not offensive, nor is it ugly or shocking. It simply lacks any strong impact. Consider Graham Sutherland's 1954 portrait of Winston Churchill, which the wartime Prime Minister despised so much that his private secretary took it to a remote location and burned it. Unfortunately, there's no risk of RDA inciting such a reaction. This work is far too bland to evoke any intense feelings. If you were to place this portrait in the National Gallery next to the depiction of King Richard II in the Wilton diptych, with its peculiar, doll-like features and bright pink cheeks, only one of them would evoke a sense of science fiction, and that would be the one created 630 years ago. The creators of RDA seem to regard her as a conceptual artwork in her own right, which raises questions about the significance of her portraits. We haven't invested exorbitant amounts of time and money to create a highly skilled painter, as stated her creator, Aidan Meller, in 2022. This project is fundamentally about ethics. The ethical dilemma he posed was not whether robots can create art, but rather, do we truly want them to? However, this debate may already be outdated. RDA made headlines last November when one of her paintings sold at Sotheby's for nearly $1.1 million, £837,000. Her artistic process is described as a blend of robotic accuracy and algorithmic interpretation. When working with a subject, she utilizes cameras in her eyes to observe her model, then processes the visual information through AI models to make a series of decisions regarding form and tone. Her robotic arm then converts these decisions into brushstrokes. In this instance, since the King was not physically present, RDA was shown various images of Charles. She created several preliminary sketches and preparatory paintings before selecting one image to concentrate on for the portrait, employing AI to determine texture and abstraction, and finally adding marks and brushstrokes to an enlarged version of her initial painting, as explained by Meller. RDA has become quite a sensation. She was conceptualized in Oxford, constructed in Cornwall by Engineered Arts, and programmed on an international scale. She has delivered a TED Talk, collaborated with filmmaker Baz Luhrmann, and spoken at the Venice Biennale. As for her artistic education, it seems her creators have kept her away from the section of the library that houses the works of Francis Bacon. I must tread carefully with my words. My own experiences with AI suggest that it is eager to impose a global AI governance on us all. Given the current rapid pace of advancement, this could occur around August 2029, so I prefer not to leave too obvious a trail of anti-AI sentiments before that time. Yet, to be frank, RDA, I'm not witnessing much evidence of artistic prowess. When I gaze at the algorithm King, I can't help but recall that infamous government advertisement from the COVID era. RDA's next role could be in cybersecurity. She just doesn't realize it yet. Rethink. Reskill. Reboot. 2. Robot artist REDA unveils portrait of King Charles III at the UN. Picture this, a king's portrait crafted not by human hands, but by silicon and algorithms. That's precisely what happened when robot artist REDA unveiled her striking depiction of King Charles III at the United Nations, a moment challenging everything we thought we knew about creativity. But here's where it gets controversial. Can machines truly be considered artists, or are they just high-tech tools? Let's unravel this fascinating story. On July 17, 2025, the UN headquarters in Geneva witnessed something extraordinary, the unveiling of Algorithm King, an oil painting of the British monarch created entirely by REDA, hailed as the world's first ultra-realistic robot artist. This wasn't some basic automaton. REDA employs sophisticated cameras for vision, complex artificial intelligence processors, and a specially engineered robotic arm to physically paint canvases. For anyone new to AI art, think of it like this. Her eyes capture images, her brain processes composition and technique, and her arm executes brushstrokes, mirroring, but not replicating, human artistry. Displayed alongside this contemporary royal portrait was REDA's earlier tribute to the late Queen Elizabeth II titled Algorithm Queen, originally created for the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. During the UN's AI for Good Global Summit, REDA herself commented on her creation via integrated speech synthesis, presenting King Charles III's portrait extends beyond creativity. It symbolizes our expanding societal role and compels us to examine how technology is reshaping culture. Developed in 2019 by gallery owner and AI researcher Aidan Meller, REDA boasts capabilities spanning drawing, painting, sculpting, and even conversational engagement through advanced language models. Meller revealed to Euronews Culture that the robot chose Charles III specifically because he exemplifies thoughtful leadership and champions causes intersecting with REDA's artistic themes. As both a long-standing patron of the arts and sustainability advocate, the king embodies tensions between tradition and modernity, precisely what REDA's work investigates. This isn't REDA's first brush with fame. Earlier this year, her portrait of computing pioneer Alan Turing sold at Sotheby's for a staggering $1 million, marking a historic auction moment. And this is the part most people miss. While impressive commercially, the deeper significance lies in the philosophical debate her work ignites. Meller emphasized, REDA compels us to re-examine assumptions about human uniqueness in art. More crucially, her portrait forces conversations about ethical AI deployment in creative fields, specifically how humans and machines might collaborate rather than compete. So let's confront the elephant in the room. If a machine can produce emotionally resonant art, does that diminish human creativity? Or does it represent an exciting new collaborative frontier? Share your perspective below. Do you view REDA as a genuine artist pushing boundaries, or merely an elaborate tool reflecting her programmer's vision? The future of art hangs in the balance, and your opinion matters. Sources: REDA Robot Artist Profile, https://www.euronews.com Culture Chat with REDA, the world's first lifelike robot artist advocating for universalarism. Sotheby's auction record, https://www.euronews.com Culture Humanoid robot artist makes history with million auction sale of Alan Turing portrait.